In the vast realm of human experience, we are challenged to overcome inner pain and avoid falling into the trap of self-pity. Transforming difficulties into strength is an indispensable skill. By following this path, we access the profound freedom that has always resided within our being. A timeless truth, yet often obscured by limiting beliefs and distorted interpretations of the essence of who we are. As Buddha said, by lighting your own candle, you give permission for others to light theirs. We often get sidetracked by illusions, confusing dreams with reality. However, now we are being asked to pause and simply observe. We need to restrain the urge to react to external forces that seek to shape us. It is common for us to confuse fantasies with reality, but now we are being asked to take a moment to reflect. We need to restrain the urge to react to external pressures that seek to sculpt who we are. True transformation begins when we direct our attention to the constant flow of thoughts that permeate our mind. Learning to regulate them is an ongoing exercise that invites us to get out of autopilot mode and take control of our reactions and choices. When we stop allowing thoughts to dominate us, we make room for a clearer and more balanced consciousness that guides us with wisdom in the face of daily challenges. This process teaches us to recognize the difference between the noise created by the mind and the deeper truths that dwell within us. By adopting a serene stance, we become attentive observers of the world around us, facing circumstances without submitting to their consequences. Those who have achieved enlightenment understand that true change lies not in controlling what is outside of us, but in inner transformation. It is through cultivating patience, serenity, and a genuine commitment to personal growth that we can access the strength necessary to shape our lives according to higher values, reflecting the essence of who we truly are. By examining our thoughts and actions carefully, we discover the transience of emotions such as anger, sadness, and envy. Over time, we realize that these emotions do not define who we truly are. This awareness allows us to see the impact of our conditioning and act more intentionally, freeing ourselves from impulsive reactions. If you are enjoying this content, please like and follow the channel. It helps us a lot. When we embrace this mindful perspective, we experience a renewed freedom, freeing ourselves from the need to measure our worth by the actions of others, or to constantly compare ourselves. Our attention turns inward, where we cultivate serenity and connect with the essence that defines us. In this space of stillness, we discover our deep connection with all living beings, understanding that we are singular notes in a universal melody. By abandoning the illusion of separation, we become agents of harmony, contributing our unique tone to the symphony of life. By navigating this path of introspection and discovery, we begin to realize that external factors, however impactful they may seem, have no real power to define or control us. This realization is liberating, as it reveals that our true strength lies not in the circumstances we face, but in the way we choose to respond to them. By letting go of external influences, we begin to overcome the limitations imposed by the mind and body, paving the way for a deeper connection with the pure consciousness that dwells within our essence. This connection leads us to a transformative understanding. Our essence goes beyond the tangible and the constraints of material reality. When we access this truth, worries and fears that once seemed insurmountable begin to lose strength. The clarity that emerges roots us in the certainty that we are more vast than we imagine, a continuous and unshakable presence that transcends the physical. It is in this state of expanded consciousness that we find the serenity necessary to face life's challenges with confidence and balance, realizing that our true nature is immutable and eternal. As we delve deeper into this understanding, we begin to break the bonds that bind us to the limitations imposed by the mind and body. We recognize that our existence transcends what is tangible, opening space for a broader vision of who we are. This gradual liberation allows us to question the old narratives that we accept as absolute truths, replacing them with a more authentic perception that is connected to our essence. As this new perception takes hold, the reality that was once considered immutable begins to dissolve, revealing a deeper and more expansive truth. Mental tranquility becomes a gateway to a transformative understanding of the universe, where the distractions that once consumed our attention lose their power to hold us back. In this state of clarity, The world reveals itself in all its complexity and beauty, allowing us to interact with it in a more conscious and harmonious way. By quieting our minds, we find relief and peace. We realize that the main source of our suffering has always been our own thoughts. As we move forward, our inner luminosity becomes evident, radiating comfort and well-being to those around us. This serenity does not come from external pursuits, but from internal cultivation, recognizing that the cosmos is an ally on our journey. By freeing ourselves from anxiety, we realize that the greatest challenge we face is not in the world around us, but within our own minds. This recognition invites us to explore our deepest essence, a space where dilemmas that seemed insoluble cease to exist. It is in this inner refuge that pain begins to dissipate, giving way to genuine serenity, a state of peace and joy that remains unshakable, regardless of external circumstances. When we learn to connect with our authentic self and live fully in the present, the challenges of everyday life lose the crushing weight they once carried. We begin to face them with clarity and balance, finding solutions naturally. Connecting with this inner essence transforms not only the way we perceive difficulties, but also the way we relate to the world, allowing serenity to become the basis of our actions and choices. Progress on this journey reveals that goodness is present in all of existence, inviting us to let go of deceptions and free our hearts from emotional burdens. We are inspired to overcome self-pity, especially in difficult times, and to celebrate the inherent freedom that has always resided within us. This freedom, though often overshadowed by doubt and worry, emerges as an unwavering guide to our true essence. We move toward introspection and transformation, gaining clarity and learning to make conscious decisions. This awareness allows us to shape a future of growth and balance, creating authentic and meaningful connections. As we free ourselves from external influences, we realize that we are travelers on a spiritual odyssey, deeply connected to the cosmos and the greater purpose it represents. Within this space of understanding, we find joy and peace that are not dependent on external circumstances. True flourishing comes when we align our values and purpose with our deepest self. Our worldview expands, allowing us to see the unique beauty of each individual, inspiring us to act with love, respect, and empathy. Transformed by this journey, we become beacons of light, radiating positive energy and influencing the world around us. Each of us has the power to inspire and uplift others by nurturing that inner essence that reflects true strength and serenity. I invite you to deepen your introspection, connecting with your purest essence and inspiring those around you. Together, we can build the harmony and change we wish to see in the world.